Mike King here. Goodness, we've had a really active and busy week this week. It's been exciting and challenging in lots of different ways. I want to share some of that with you. First of all, starting off the week in sunny Florida, the church governing board met, chaired there by Janet Stringfellow. They had a great meeting. They had a board meeting, in-person board meeting, and retreat, if you will. So those are really special. A couple of days there, did a great job. I got to zoom in. I didn't get to fly there, but got to zoom in with great work being done by James Marshall, our chief ministry officer, and his entire team. Sophie Berry, Sierra Pugh, and Aileen Cunningham. They did a fantastic job pulling that together. Great participation by the board members. Got to discuss ideas about worship services and future worship services, as well as a whole program on unity in ministry and how to really harness that power. You know, the ministry is the heart of our organization. So thanks to all of you on the church governing board for putting in the time and effort and talent to really make that so special, and even want to take it to new levels. It's already been great, and you're really looking at how to make it even greater. So thank you for that so much. Next, we had a big event planned. Our Finance and IT Summit, planned by our brand new Chief Information and Technology Officer, Ty Wynn, and great assistance on the finance side by Linda Alvarez. And then it was planned for Dallas. Well, guess what happened in Dallas this past week? You know, the ice storm that was on all the news and whatnot. And it was a big one. It was a big ice storm. Literally, I drove in that ice storm to the airport on Monday afternoon, fishtailing on every bridge and overpass, trying to get there to get to Washington in time for some meetings I had to do. Anyway, they had to cancel. They had to cancel it because by the time they were going to meet on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if you will, of this week, it was just too bad. It was too bad. There was already an inch of ice on the ground everywhere. Everything was closed. No one was able to really get anywhere safely. So they will retrench and reschedule and come back even stronger. But thanks to everyone for the work that you did, and thanks for actually making a good, quick decision and saving people the trouble of getting caught in that. That was outstanding. Now, meanwhile, in the other part of the country, in Washington, D.C., our mid-level KeyMakers had their training session in Alexandria. It was so terrific to have this great group of Volunteers of America leaders from all across the country. They literally energized our offices when they came to our offices. We're really here in Alexandria for a couple of days this week, of course, facilitated by our fantastic staff on that, Nicole Jones, Dr. Nicole Jones. She doesn't even use that title most of the time, but she is, and does a great job. And of course, Linda Goebel, who I call the hardest working person in show business, she is fantastic. They are the best facilitators I've ever seen or worked with. They did a great job. But let me tell you what, after meeting and interacting with this mid-level KeyMakers group, I slept well that night. Knowing that the future of Volunteers of America is in great hands. And in fact, the present is in great hands. It's really encouraging to get to meet them and interact with them and see what great leaders we have in that mid-level group throughout the nation. And this was the best of the best. So thank you folks for coming. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for investing your time and effort in improving what's already great there. And talking about the future and the present, but also honoring the past. Last week, one of the most outstanding employees we've ever had in Volunteers of America, Betty Morris. Betty Morris, who's been the director of housing property management throughout the Texas affiliate for over 40 properties for quite a few years now. She earned a wonderful retirement opportunity, okay? And she retired last week. Maybe retired. She's done this before and come back, but no, this time it's for real. She deserves it. No one is any better and has been any better at their job than Betty Morris has been at hers. I have to tell you, if I was a wealthy man, if I owned a lot of properties and I was gonna have someone manage them, I'd have Betty Morris manage them. Let me tell you, I would have Betty Morris manage them. She is just outstanding, incredible judgment, great leader. It was an honor. I got a chance to be there at her retirement dinner, and I was so honored to get to do that because, believe me, when I was in Texas as a CEO, I went to Betty and I asked her what we should do around housing, not vice versa. I asked her, and whatever she said, I did, okay? I did whatever she said because she had incredible experience and judgment and talent, just innate talent for this. So, Betty, happy retirement. We know where you live. We know where you are. You're still a part of our family. So anything you want to do with us, you let us know because you will always be welcome here and you will always be honored here. So thanks to all of you. Have a great week.